goes on in your heart? What goes on in your mind? You are tearing me apart when you treat me so unkind. What goes on in your mind? Hi fans of high quality entertainment. The reason I chose, oh by the way, I'm ranking and reviewing Rubber Soul. The reason I chose to sing that particular song from Rubber Soul is, you know how they used to, or you know how they have show and tell in school. I don't know if they do anymore. But when I was in probably grade 4, 58, yeah, I was probably like 7 years old. I don't know why, because I was shy, believe it or not. I'm still shy. Just not on YouTube. I don't know why, but I decided to bring my Yesterday and Today, the US album version, to school and sing along to What Goes On in front of my class. I don't know why I did that. I guess I love the Beatles so much. And I wasn't laughed at. Not that I probably didn't even, well, I think I did know all the words, just like now, most of them. But yeah, they clapped at the end and nobody teased me or anything. I miss the old days when people used to not laugh at me. Now they laugh when I sing. So, Rubber Soul is the 6th studio album by the English rock band The Beatles. It was released on December 3rd, 1965 in the United Kingdom, accompanied by the non-album double A-side single Day Tripper / We Can Work It Out. The original North American release issued by Capitol Records contains 10 of the 14 songs, and 2 tracks withheld for the band's Help album. Rubber Soul met with a highly favorable critical response and topped sales charts in Britain and the United States for several weeks. And it just goes on to say it's often referred to as a folk rock album, particularly in its Capitol configuration. Rubber Soul incorporates a mix of pop, soul, and folk musical styles. After A Hard Day's Night in 1964, it was the second Beatles LP to contain only original material. So, rating the album cover. I like it, but it's always bugged me how, they obviously stretched out the photo. I know the story behind it, but I would give the album cover a B-. I'm just joking. It's an A+. I fooled everybody out there. Yeah, it's first time I remember actually it was Christmas morning, 1965. And I think it was given to, my brothers and me. It was for everybody. And it was under the Christmas tree. It was so cool. My 3 favorite songs. So difficult, it really is. But I've chosen Norwegian Wood, This Bird Has Flown. Think for Yourself. Way to go, George Harrison. And In My Life. My least favorite song is What Goes On. The one that I sang in class and everybody clapped at the end and nobody laughed at me or made fun of me. So, going through the songs. Now, I did a serious, I also did a joke one, but I did a serious video with my 10 worst Beatles songs, or least favorite. There's really no bad Beatles songs to me. And Drive My Car, I don't know if it was number 1, but it was in the top 10. And, now if I did a serious Beatles top 10 worst songs, it wouldn't be. It's not my favorite Beatles song, but I think part of it is, seriously, I keep going on about it, but I've Just Seen a Face start Rubber Soul. That's, it's just like if you were really familiar with, say, Abbey Road starting with Come Together for years and years. Then you realize later that no, it started with Wild Honey Pie. but it's still a great song, yeah. Norwegian Wood is a classic, I love that. You Won't See Me is another one that was in my top 10. It kind of, for a Beatles song, usually there's interesting things happening, you know, but with this one, it's kind of just one tempo throughout, and it's longer than the usual Beatles song at the time. It was over 3 minutes, but it's still a really good song. I like it. Nowhere Man, which of course is Janet Sampson, better known as Bob. It's his favorite Beatles song, and it is great, Bob. I agree. Great song. The Word, I've always been, especially when I was younger, I didn't know if I really loved it or not, but I do. I love it. Michelle is great. What Goes On, believe it or not, I love the song overall. Girl. This is when, you know, I think back to the US version of Rubber Soul, how Girl and It's Only Love were, I think it was It's Only Love and then Girl. They just fit together so well on that album. But Girl is awesome. I'm Looking Through You is great. Once again, I love the US version of Rubber Soul because it starts with a little mistake, and they start the song. They start the beginning of the song over again. I always love that. In My Life is a classic. Wait, that's the one I wish I could somehow squeeze into my top 3 favorite songs on this, because it is possibly my favorite underrated Beatles song. And I know that Wait was originally recorded for Help, so it was like leftover from Help. It shows you what the Beatles, I guess, thought about it. And then If I Needed Someone is another excellent George Harrison song. He's come into his own on this album. And Run for Your Life, that's another one that could have been my least favorite. But the only reason, there's a couple of reasons why I don't love it as much as I used to when I was younger. First of all, John Lennon doesn't like the song. And also the lyrics, now that I've matured a little bit, they are kind of disturbing and not the nicest lyrics. But just for John's vocals and the music, forget the meaning behind the song, I still think it's a great song. And so that's my thoughts on, I love the back cover too, which was the same on the US and UK versions, just like the front. So I would love your thoughts on Rubber Soul in the comment section. Hello! I fooled you. I usually go below. I'm in a giddy mood today because I'm having some YouTube buddies over. I'm looking forward to it. So thanks for putting up with me, and I would love your thoughts on Rubber Soul. Bye.